Hi guys, Gijoe here, and welcome back. It's good to be back. I've been gone most of the summer traveling, and I'm a teacher, as I've said on some earlier videos, and so I had the summer off, so I've been kind of out of sorts here, spending time with family and traveling, and of course did my Europe tour, which I'm excited about. But back at home now, school's getting ready to start, so glad to see you guys, and I just want to say right off the bat, I appreciate all you guys that have subscribed over the past year. I was thinking and reflecting that it was about this time, right in August, when I first came across some YouTube channels like Grasshopper and Hand Grenade, and totally revolutionized how I play Axis and Allies, because at that time I was simply into mainly the revised game. Even though I had this, I wasn't familiar with it. So man, when I look at what I have here, and this time last year I just had the stock boards, stock infantry, just whatever's out of the box. But a lot has changed in the last year, so it's kind of an exciting journey. But I'm back, and one of the things I want to do now that I'm back is I want to share some of my videos that I took in Europe, particularly the Normandy tour that I did. I did spend about 6 or 7 days in Normandy, and with about 10 guys, and we had a fantastic trip. And we stayed in the Utah Beach sector in St. Mariglis. That was our home base, and we kind of hobnobbed all over Normandy for about 6 or 7 days. So we saw just about everything that there is to see. Now, I know there's a lot more that we didn't see, but I'm excited about sharing those videos with you, and we had some really special moments that I'm going to share with you. So I'm probably going to upload these videos here over the next several days and weeks, and I don't know if I have time to do a video a day kind of thing, but we'll have like an introductory video. We started off at Currahee, where the 101st Airborne trained, Band of Brothers, as you probably are well aware of. But and then went through the process of every day, and so I might break it down by either a day's video, highlights and clips, or maybe certain locations, like Utah Beach or whatever. But I just want to share some of that with you guys if you're interested. I know most of you probably subscribed because you want to, you're interested in Axis and Allies, and that's understandable. But so look forward to those videos coming up here soon. Also, I was watching one of General Hand Grenade's videos here. In fact, I think it was his latest one, and he mentioned how the summertime he really hasn't played much, because the summertime you want to spend outdoors, and especially up there in Canada because the winters are so harsh. And kind of the same thing here, even though our winters are not harsh here in Atlanta, but summertime you travel, you spend with family and friends and all those kinds of things. So but the great thing is I've got my board set up to hopefully get some games going this summer, and kind of hopefully reconnect with my little group of guys that I was trying to kind of train and kind of get going. So hopefully that'll go there. But a couple things that hopefully are going to be forthcoming this fall and winter, and over the next the cooler months as we get into winter. Of course, hosting some games, and the table build is still out there. It's a matter of time and money, that kind of thing. Just paid off a lot of debt, so funds are looking a lot better. But one thing I'd like to do is I'd like to maybe host some games here periodically. And if you've seen any of my other videos in the past, you know that a gentleman by the name of Triniker has already come to my home and hosted a game, and he was a great guy, and we played a game. And I had another gentleman reach out to me about 2 hours away from here, and he's interested in coming out. So I'm considering hosting, a periodic game for anybody who's close enough in the area that would like to drive over. And if you're within an hour or two drive, or anywhere in the Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina area, and you don't mind driving over here. But So I'm thinking about coming up with some dates this fall and winter and posting those, and kind of having an open invitation, or at least a certain amount of seats available if anybody's interested. So if you think that's something you might be interested in, maybe just kind of comment down below if you live close enough that you would be willing to maybe come out here. I'd be happy to host. And if there's some interest, then we'll kind of get the ball rolling in that direction, and then talk about some logistics and possible dates, and some things regarding that. But table build hopefully sometime this winter. Fingers crossed. I've got the guy who's going to do it. I just got to finalize my plans, of course, and get the funds together here. But get my group together. And of course, the first agenda up is uploading those Normandy videos here over the next couple weeks. So maybe stay tuned if you're interested in that. Also, one other thing is I have been working on tweaking one of my customizations that if you've watched any of my videos, you're probably already very familiar with. But I was actually showing all of this stuff to a friend of mine who recently moved to Florida, who was from my St. Louis Axis and Allies gaming group when I lived there and whenever I would go back to visit. But he's now in Florida. And when I was showing him all of my customizations, through FaceTime and stuff, he was like, wow, that's really cool. He was kind of blown away. And then he just said, hey, what about this? And I was like, holy cow, that's a brilliant idea. So we kind of played around with it a little bit, and it's fantastic. And so I've got to tweak some things. I have a prototype. And I think you're going to like it. So as soon as I get that done, the prototype that is, but I'll talk about that later. I'm going to pop back on here and give you a video and show it to you. I think you're going to like it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I know I haven't been around much, and I'll post a video anytime I think there might be something that you might want to see. But appreciate you guys being there, and thanks to all the community, and so we'll see you next time, okay?